It's official. The Epic People is now defunct. Why is the Epic People no longer a thing? Why have they disbanded? And I just subscribed to you like a week ago or something like that. And what do you mean the Epic People? Who is the Epic People? What is an Epic People? So let's go back to 2020, August 3rd, 2020. The Epic People is formed by 3 friends, which includes Minibeat, Rubbermo Gaming, and Salty Cat. And fun fact, all of our names are different nowadays. Like what? That's actually kind of funny how our names are online are now completely different. Which now we're known as Hanilian, Crapalap, and Greenie. So that's great. That's really great. The reason why the Epic People was created was because, let me just use an example from a previous video inspired off a YouTube channel known as Yes Theory. You should check them out. Let's go into the history of the Epic People. So, like I said earlier, August 3rd, 2020, the Epic People was formed. But later down the line, was the Epic People really mentioned in 2021, 2022, and 2023? Well, the only time the Epic People has been mentioned on my channel was the history of my channel video. And that was just to talk about the Epic People, being created, which is interesting to say the least. And also, I did create a video about the Epic People having its own channel. So in 2020, after that we created a group on Roblox. Also created the Epic People account on Roblox, and that's about it. Just advertise, hey everyone, if you want to go ahead and join this group, go ahead. And also, the Epic People was also mentioned on another channel.
Apparently he made this thing called the Epic People right here. It's funny that he actually just started this channel. And all he did was upload some intros, and because he only adds people to his group who are his friends. I guess that makes sense, but what's the point of having a group if you're not gonna make it grow? He won't even accept fans. That's the funny part. Coming soon, 2025. Isn't that the year we're all supposed to die or something?
It was confusing because, 2025, it's all stupid. It's all stupid. Like, I would have been confused too. It was like, what do you mean 2025? That's 5 years from now. Now it's 2023, almost 2024, and it's almost 2025 now, which is kind of weird to think about. So the reason why we said 2025 is because it's when we all turn a certain age, and that really, so yeah, after that video, the Epic People, we created some merch for ourselves about it, and me and Greenie have changed our Roblox usernames to include the words or the letters _TEP. TEP means the Epic People, if you didn't know. Wow, crazy. Anyways, so that means Greenie now has his username as saltycat_TEP, and it's been like that ever since. So I know he prefers to be called Greenie, but I don't know if we're still allowed to call him Saltycat. I'm gonna have to ask him later after this video. After 2020 ends, a bunch of people were invited to the Epic People for like 3 seconds. And the highest amount of people we've had is 6, or 7, that's too much for our friend group. We want it to be small. So yeah, it was just a big mess. And after that, in the middle of October, Greenie is all of a sudden let go from the Epic People. I don't remember why, to be honest. And then like a month later, he's back in. So it's a very confusing subject. This whole thing is a confusing mess. And that was 2021. 2022. I can't think of anything. And then after that, 2023. Nothing really happened either. Except until yesterday, October 16th, 2023, at 11:03 p.m. PST. Well, I was talking about the Epic People for a couple days. October 14th, so this is when the conversations began, really. So I was like, okay, what should we do with the Epic People? Expand? Continue? Keep it as it is? Forget? Name change? Disband? Green replies with, I don't know. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna just give it more of an explanation of all these possibilities. Expanding really didn't help. Knowing the history, and and how it led to chaos. So no, that wouldn't work out. Adding more people into the group just doesn't make any sense. Continue, let it thrive out, and keep up within a few years, as years ago planned. I don't know how to answer this one, so this was like a possibility to be yes and a no, so maybe, so I can't really answer this one. Keep it as it is, just no mentions of it anywhere, forgotten, barely alive. Basically how it is right now. Forget. Basically keep it as it is, but literally forgotten forever. Like, most of us forgot we were the Epik people, and me too, to be honest, and I created the group. Name change. This could be a possibility. It's a yes and a maybe. Like, what would we even change the Epik people to? And also, the Epik people, that name was created 3 years ago, when I was 11. That's when I thought the word epic with a K was pretty cool back then, but it's becoming a little bit cringe now. And then here is another huge thing. Disband. Move on with the Epik people and put it in the past. And then Greedy said, well, what would be the purpose of the Epik people? Like, what would we do? And I was like, oh my goodness, he doesn't know? Like, oh shoot, I didn't really explain this to anyone, have I? Like, that is bad. Like, that the communication of the Epik people is really bad. It's always been bad. Which is also kind of another reason why we disbanded. But, you know, I was, okay, I haven't really explained why. I'm just giving history of the Epik people. I'll explain later why in a bit. So, October 16th, 10 p.m. PST, I get a call with my friend, Crapalap, to ask him, what should we do with the Epik people? I gave him the possibilities and explained them, and we both agree to disband the group as a whole. So I asked Greeny the question, do you agree to disband? He said we can disband with a little sad emoji, which is understandable. And then I said, rest in peace, we all confirm. And I said, I confirm officially. Craplab says, I confirm officially. And Greeny hitting the nail in the coffin with I confirm. 11:03 p.m. PST, October 16th, 2023. The Epik people is finally put into its coffin. And then I state, it's official. The Epik people is now defunct. Now what? So history is basically the same thing as it is today. It's not a big difference. The Epik people's gone. I'm not sad it's gone. Neither of us are sad. I mean, it was just a silly little group we created back then. Maybe it could be reformed in like 2 years or something. I don't know. But we don't have to create a different name for it. So that was the history of the Epik people. And now, why did we disband? Like I said earlier, the communication was absolute hot garbage between us. We didn't really talk to each other that much, and me creating the group myself, I just got 2 really cool friends, and they didn't really know each other, so that kind of just didn't really help out. So the communication was absolute hot garbage, and it was bad. It was really bad. But you know, we're hanging out for a good amount of time in 2020. It was definitely the height of its time, and then after like January, it just kind of sucked after that, which womp womp. Another reason is because it's forgotten. Literally, I don't have no clue what we did in 2022. Like, it's also like there's not many memories of it left, because we didn't really do anything in 2022 or really 2021, except for all that drama that happened with adding a bunch of people and removing people. It was a big mess. Okay, it was a big mess. What even is the purpose of the other people if we're not doing anything with it, you know? Like, what even is the purpose of a fan group that doesn't even get, you know, many wall messages or anything like that? And what is seriously, like, what's the purpose of it now? And we're all in high school just suffering right now, so that's just how it is. We're all kind of busy with homework, and I don't know what the other 2 do. Probably do the homework. The Epik people is defunct. The old motto, be epic, stay epic. Now you can say, rest in peace, the Epik people, from August 3rd, 2020 to October 16th, 2023.